you might know my friend Charlie Starr from Blackberry Smoke, but his question for you was Don Rich or Roy Nichols?
Oh, I think Don Rich. Just Don Rich was like Roy Nichols was great too, but Don. Oh man, I mean the fact that he was, to me, a Haggard record with Roy Nichols was a magical thing, but it was magical already. The Buckaroos with Buck and Dawn, that was it. That was a chemistry. I mean, he would introduce Dawn. Buck would introduce him every night as my right arm.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, and Buck was no slouch. Buck played on sessions in LA. But here comes Don Rich, who's the best guitar player that you could have ever imagined. And he's coming up with stuff that just, those two guys with dimed twins behind.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Dimed. And the treble dimed.
Yeah. Yeah.
At Carnegie Hall. They didn't know what hit them.
Yeah. Oh, that must have ripped their faces off. And weren't they like playing like flat wound strings and stuff too? I mean, it's
yeah. As well as no monitors.
Right. Sure.
And as people have said to me, if you had a time machine, what would you go back and see? For me, a close second would be Hendrix when he walked out and covered Sgt. Pepper's the day it came out.
Yeah.
But number one would be Buck and the Buckaroos live at Carnegie Hall when nobody thought they should even be there.
Yeah.
And they've been invited, and Buck really saw that as the moment that they had made it in the eyes of the music community. And
right.
And for me, I think it's the best country album of all time. It's live. It's played perfectly. They couldn't fix anything.
Yeah.
It went down to 2-track. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So.
Yeah, you have to assume in those days there was no going back and patching stuff up. It was just whatever it was, it was. And you were friends with Buck, weren't you? Didn't you get to know him?
Yeah, he was amazing and took me under his wing and was got to do some things a lot with him over the years, and that is something I just never regret it. When I married my wife and we started living in LA part time, I would drive up for lunch in Bakersfield, and any day that she was working and I had nothing to do, I would go up and just have lunch with him, and we'd sit and work around in the studio. We'd do a few things, or we'd just go eat and we'd talk, and next thing you know, I'd show up on a Friday and sit in with the Buckaroos or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.